England World Cup, Danny Rose tells family to stay at home amid racism fears. Danny Rose has had to upset his family by banning them from traveling to watch the World Cup finals because he is afraid for their safety in Russia. Furthermore, he admits he will find it hard not to retaliate to any instances of racism at matches this summer but will toe the party line disgust with the rest of the squad, even though he does not necessarily believe it is right. The Tottenham defender was the victim of horrendous racist abuse in Ukraine in 2012 at the Under-21 European Championships, enduring monkey chants even before kickoff and then getting pelted with stones. To make matters worse, when he kicked a ball away in disgust at the final whistle, he was shown a second yellow card, leading his father Nigel to describe it as a bad dream before adding that the referee ought to be ashamed of himself. This summer, Rose has asked his dad not even to be there, although the left-back suspects he might travel without telling him. From the age of 11, when I had training 3 or 4 times a week, my dad would make sure I was there, and he's come to Wembley to watch me play for Spurs this season, even though he doesn't get home until 3 a.m. and he's up at 7 a.m. to go to work in Doncaster, said Rose, whose father Nigel works with children from troubled or deprived upbringings. He's followed me all over my career, and I had to tell him last week I didn't want him to come to Russia, and I could tell he was really upset. But I've had to tell the family I don't want them coming out to Russia because I'm worried about their safety. That's going to affect my preparation for games if I'm worrying about them, and that's such a sad state of affairs. England players have even discussed walking off the pitch if there are any problems. But having seen FIFA's feeble stance against racism in the recent past, they are concerned such gesture will be treated unsympathetically. Russia were fined just £22,000 when their fans chanted racist abuse at France's black players in a friendly in March. The FA are apoplectic, having been fined just £6,000 less when England's World Cup winning under-20 players celebrated in front of the cameras with a rival brand of energy drink to the official sponsors. We've had a group discussion about what we might do a few days ago and whether we would support each other, Rose said. Personally, if it happened to me at club level, I would walk off the pitch and I'd retaliate. But doing that on the world stage, where it could cost us 3 points or going through to the next round. Even though it's not right, and you should not have to think about these things, if it happens, I will go to Harry Kane as captain first, and he will deal it. The protocol is that Kane would then report the abuse to the referee, and if there is no reaction, FA staff in the dugout area will try to engage with the fourth official. However, there is a sense FIFA have to step up to the plate more, having made the controversial decision to award the World Cup to Russia in the first place. It's sad that we are going into a World Cup in 2018 and I'm having to field this question, Rose said.